Hey there folks, today's video is going to be a game changer. We're diving into 6 straightforward steps that can truly transform the way you handle your finances, specifically how to spend less than you earn. Now let's face it, most of us with an income tend to spend more than what we bring in. Are you living paycheck to paycheck? Well, yeah, it's a reality for many, but trust me, it's also one of the riskiest ways to live. Picture this. You're on this never-ending financial treadmill, inching closer to a dark financial pitfall sooner or later. It's a tough spot, and continuing down this path just isn't sustainable. You need a change, a real shift, and that transformation can only come through these 6 easy-to-follow steps. The first step. Let's hit the brakes on buying things we don't really need. But hang on, how do we distinguish between what we need and what we want? It sounds pretty simple, right? Not exactly, especially in a world where choices abound. Our fundamental needs as humans are pretty basic: food, shelter, and clothing. Everything else, strictly speaking, they fall into the want category. But let's be real, understanding this difference isn't always a walk in the park. We're bombarded daily with this feeling of entitlement that skews our perceptions of wants versus needs. The culture around us nudges us to believe that we must spend in specific ways and amounts. But in truth, spending on wants is a choice, purely optional. Think about it this way. That lavish car you've been eyeing, it only becomes a need when you willingly commit to buying it on credit and choose that specific payment plan. Before that decision, it's just another want. You see, the only folks who really need us to splurge on wants are those behind the scenes, the manufacturers and marketers. So, if you've managed to snag a hefty monthly payment on that swanky car, it's not a need imposed upon you. It's a choice you've made. But hey, we're just getting started. There's more to this financial freedom journey. If you want to dive deeper into these steps and take charge of your finances, stick around. We'll be sharing insights on the remaining steps in our next video. Before we begin, take a moment to hit that like button, and if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. Your support means the world to us. Now, let's get into it. Step 2. It's all about reining in your exposure to those sneaky advertisements. Seriously, have you ever noticed how those ads seem to follow you everywhere? Those ads that convince you that you're missing out on the latest trends, that you're behind the times, or worse, incomplete without that new gadget or trendy outfit? Shopping malls and advertisements. They're practically designed to make us feel inadequate, always craving more and more. It's like they've got this secret formula to swipe cash from our wallets without us even realizing it. You see, for some time, hitting the mall is like a recreational activity, just strolling around checking out what's new, and that innocent window shopping? It's a financial minefield waiting to happen. The trick here is to be razor sharp when it comes to separating needs from wants. It's not always easy, trust me. We work hard. We think we deserve that shiny new car, that upgraded phone, or those fancy meals out every week. That sense of entitlement? Yeah, it's pretty good at clouding our judgment about what we truly need versus what's just a tempting want. Advertisers are the masters at this game. They swoop in with these sweet, enticing messages that blur the lines between wants and needs. And before you know it, your budget's taken a nosedive. But here's the thing, folks. If you genuinely need something, stick to the plan. Head to discount stores, grab that specific item, and bounce. Don't get lured into the whirlpool of impulsive buying. It's a trap. Step 3. Using cash instead of your trusty credit or debit card. It might seem a bit old school, but believe me, it's a game changer. Studies have shown that swiping that plastic, whether credit or debit, tends to make us spend way more. On the other hand, retailers love it because hey, you're likely to shell out around 30% extra without even realizing it. Why is that? Well, because when that plastic's in your hand, you feel a little less cautious, a tad more carefree with your spending. Now, I get it, I totally get it. Carrying cash isn't always the most convenient or safest option, but here's the kicker. It's totally worth the slight hassle and the added caution. Try this out. Dedicate at least one day a week where you're on a spending freeze. I'm talking essentials only mode, as in just the basic necessities like food. Buckle down, make a plan, and stick to it like glue. When that starts feeling like a breeze, amp it up to 2 days a week. You'll be amazed by how much you end up saving. Initially, it might seem tough, but trust me, it's all about your mindset. Spending less than you earn. It's more about your attitude than just money. Step 4. Stay healthy. You've probably heard that saying, you're one sickness away from poverty. It hits differently when you think about it. Medical issues can drain your bank account faster than you say health insurance. So, taking care of your health today is an investment in your financial future. Eating at home plays a huge role. It's not just about saving money, it's about making healthier choices as well. Think about it. With food prices skyrocketing, eating out, it's becoming a luxury. Add in those sneaky taxes and tips, and your budget? Well, things are taking a hit then. Try shifting gears to home-cooked meals. Trust me, it's not as daunting as it sounds. If you're not a kitchen whiz, YouTube's a goldmine for learning to cook practically anything. Love your morning coffee? Start brewing it at home. That's an easy $4 saved every day. Step 5. Ever feel like your home's bursting at the seams with stuff you barely use, don't need, or frankly, don't even want? Well, welcome to the club. It's time for a little decluttering action. Stop the cycle of buying more things and start liquidating what you don't need. Think of it as converting clutter into cash. There are tons of websites where you can sell off those used books, DVDs, or video games gathering dust. Here's the real secret sauce: choosing contentment. It's not just about being satisfied with what you have, it's about making a lifestyle choice. Contentment isn't a destination, it's a mindset. It's about finding peace in knowing what you have is enough for your needs and comforts. It's a battle against that constant itch for more, and more. And let's be real, advertisers are pros at triggering these desires. So, facing up to yourself, understanding your true needs versus those cleverly advertised wants, that's where the strength lies. And then, step 6. When cutting expenses starts hitting its limits, it's time to brainstorm ways to up your income game. Even if you're in a full-time job, think overtime or explore other avenues. Do you have a unique skill that others would pay for? Maybe it's web designing, party planning, or teaching music. Every bit of extra income counts. Never underestimate the power of those side gigs or small efforts. It all stacks up quicker than you'd imagine. But let's get one thing straight. Spending less than you earn? It's not luck, it's a rule. It's about training yourself to live within your means. Sure, it might feel like a tough change initially, requiring some relearning, devotion, and commitment. But making that commitment, it's the first giant leap towards financial freedom. Remember, it's not just about restricting yourself, it's about unlocking freedom. Freedom from constant desires, fear of running out of cash, reliance on credit, and being under others' economic thumbs. So, there you have it, folks. If you found these insights valuable, hit that thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Now that you've got the inside scoop, let's start using your money the right way. Until next time, stay savvy with your spending, and thanks for watching.